Good evening, folks. How is everyone this evening? I don't know if you're in the Northeast like I am. It is raining like crazy. Happy spooky season, everybody. If you haven't been here before, I'm Heidi, and I am reading for Back Porch Magic. This is my Tarot Tuesday Night Live. I do this every Tuesday, unless otherwise noted, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So how it works is you donate to one of the apps above my head, or you like this post on whatever way that you're watching, and comment. So if you donate or like, be sure to comment and let me know that you want a reading, because I have folks who watch me every week and they like to say hello. I like to say hello back. Just let me know that you want a reading in the comment section below. All right, so that's my spiel for this Tuesday. Yeah. So also, I would go check out backporchmagic.com if you want. There's some really cool merchandise that Taryn and Mama Cat have put together. Some really witchy stuff, and of course the wonderful Broke Ass Bitch Tarot deck and the Seelie and Unseelie Oracle deck. I believe there's also being runes made, or I always tell myself, got to check out what's on the Etsy page before I hop on and do my live. And I always forget. I always look like right after I do the live, and then I don't remember to look the following week. So, hey, Haley, how's it going? Yes. Feels like it's been lightning speed since last Tuesday. Usually doesn't feel like that, but I guess because I was on vacation. Ooh. Okay, so your three cards are the Three of Swords, the Magus, and the World. Okay, I don't see this as like a 1, 2, 3 progression. I see this as like you, the Magus in the middle, very busy, got the handle on everything. But what's framing you is this, there's this lingering heartache, this heartbreak, like something more than just disappointment has happened. This is like real sorrow. This is real ouch. But on the other hand, you got so much to do that you're not able to feel that fully unless you're probably by yourself. So super busy, but super like engaged at the same time. But there's this lingering heartache, heartbreak going on that just sucks. The Three of Swords is one of my least favorite cards. Yeah, I feel like you've been lately getting like these what do you call them? No fortune readings. Like it's not really telling you what's coming up. It feels like this is just a piece of like, you probably already know what's going on. But if you are seeking advice and there is a heartache and there's a lot to do, maybe pouring yourself into your work will help that. I don't know. That's just kind of a guess there. So good luck, Haley. I hope that helps. All right, Rebecca. Yes, you may certainly have a reading. Let me do a little bit of a shuffle. You're welcome, Haley. Okay, Rebecca. This is interesting. Okay, so we have the Lovers card and the Seven of Swords and Happiness, or Nine of Cups, rather. So I see, this is another one where I see this as being like the central card here, the Seven of Swords. It feels like having a partner and being happy. It doesn't seem like it's there. I just read for you too. Okay. Now it kind of makes sense a little bit. Like it just feels like you can't have these things, but those are just thoughts that you can't have these things. Like it just, sometimes the Seven of Swords kind of shows like someone stealing swords. So, but to me, it's most of the time, I don't think this is thieving, except it's just like your own thoughts, your own disappointment, what do you call it? It's just that feeling of hopelessness that we get when we've been wanting something for a very long time. We hope for it and we feel like it's never going to come and it's never going to get here. I'm going to draw one more. Maybe go on a trip somewhere to take your mind off of it, the Chariot, or just take some time to reflect and decide where you really want to go. I'd say a vacation would be like, or a short trip would be the easy thing, or sitting down and thinking about what do you want for your life? Where do you want to go? What direction do you want to move from here? And that'll kind of help sort out this feeling of like hopelessness and wondering if you're ever going to get that partner or ever be happy. All right. Hello, Ruth. Happy Tuesday. And yes, you certainly may get a reading. All right, let me shuffle up from the last one. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So we start out with the Knight or King of Swords, the 10 of Discs, and the Moon. Okay, so it seems like there's this bit of like trying to get like working really hard to get to a place where you can have what you want to feel is financially secure, whether that be a house or your own business or any kind of investment. But here we have this Moon. You wonder if, am I doing the right things? Is this really going to happen? It's like that dark night of the soul period where you wonder, are you doing all the things right? Is this really going to happen for me? Am I just deluding myself? It can be an emotional period too. It can be very tiring, very draining. I know a lot of people feel this way right now because of just the financial climate for a lot of us in our age, well, in my age group, Gen Z, millennial, maybe even some Gen X. I feel Gen X is a little bit better off than, say, a lot of the younger generations. But if you came of age during like the recession, like in 2008, it just really feels like you're fighting an uphill battle. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents on like the unrelated to tarot, but it just seems like you're trying really, really hard. But do know, I kind of drew an extra card just to see where this direction is. Justice will be had, that there will be a fair solution for you. And perhaps even like maybe you need to balance yourself out a little bit, like take some time off, to have a little bit of a break, work-life balance. Like it's great to have a goal, but not at the expense of killing yourself, like working yourself to death or driving yourself crazy. Okay. All right. I hope that helps. Aw. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Rebecca. All right. Let me make sure I'm catching up here. Yes, Amanda, you certainly can have a card. All right. I just, sometimes I got to scroll back up to make sure I'm not missing anybody. All right. Well, you get 3 cards. Card for your situation and 2 more. Okay, you want to come out too. I'll put you out. The last card was ended up being 2. So, and it was insistent on coming out. So I'm curious to see what it's about. Ooh, okay. So we have this period of like staying in and not doing a whole heck of a lot, thinking about life, contemplating Netflix and chill on the couch, wondering where the hell the last 2 years has gone. And you're just like waiting for something to happen. And it just feels kind of like the stuck place, waiting for something to happen, waiting for things to change. But also maybe there's like not a bit of laziness. You know how people we tend to do the same things that we're comfortable with. We tend to, go to a restaurant rather than try something new. We get our favorites, or, a more common example would be like, well, when you go to work on the same path every day, or to school, or wherever you go. Like, there's not really a lot of change. And maybe this is feeling like a tad boring. So the last 2 cards that came out together were the Priestess and the 3 of Cups. So I don't know if you're looking to get out of a funk or if you got something coming up. Like, I mean, Halloween's coming up this weekend. Perfect time to be all priestessy with the cups, the 3 cups, which is the 3 cups is representative friendships, usually female friendships, but not always. It just seems like a time to go out and have a good time and be your witchy self, so to speak. So if you're worried about like you haven't gone out in a while and you're not sure it's going to be fun, I think this is going to be a fantastic time. And if you don't have something planned, you should go do something. Okay. All right. So that's my advice from the cards as I interpret them from the cards. I'm not a psychic, I'm a tarot card reader. All righty. I'm glad that I caught you too. Okay. Kelly, yes, I will read for you 3 cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Make sure I'm doing everything. Oh. All right. Sorry, just a minute. Okay, there's a lot of people in this reading, actually. Okay, so we start out with the Magus. In this particular one, if you all been a viewer of my channel, for whatever reason, my Thoth deck came with 3 Maguses, and this is one of them. I call him the Dark Magus because he's kind of tricksy. All right, and then we have the Empress and the Knight of Cups, or King of Cups, rather. So this Dark Magus, I'll go back on that because that's the first card that came out, is like someone that's around that's you're not quite sure of, or maybe you do trust them. They seem like they're an expert, but they're not completely honest. This seems like an interaction. Either you're interacting with these people or there's something going on between. I don't know because it's just showing these people. The Empress is someone who's caring and nurturing, very loving, very motherly, the kind that bakes cookies and, you know, maybe gardens and is very loving with, really great with children, loves children. But on the flip side of that, can be a very smothering person, very controlling, like never wants their children to grow up. And then the final card here we have is as the King of Cups, or it's called a knight, but it's really a king. Someone who is, it's always been like the Knight of Cups has always been kind of like a spiritual person type card or a very emotional person. But it seems like somebody who's offering something who seems like they want to offer something to the world, and this could even be you, but I don't think it is. Someone who's just trying to like make a situation better by giving their gifts that they have or handing out their heart. But do note that the heart is a crab. The heart is armored. Could be a person with the Cancer sign, but I don't think so. I'm going to draw one more card as a clarifier because I see this is 3 people, but I don't know why. Okay. This makes no sense to me. Hopefully it makes sense to you. This is the Strength card. So whatever is binding these people together is it's called lust, but it's not lust. It's like basically the vigor, the in other decks it shows like someone having a strength over will, like being able to control things. But in this sense, it's more than that. It's like the fire and the energy that gets you up in the morning, that gets you going. Like without that, you would be lost. So this could be a very intense friend group or a family. Some families love their fighting. I don't see any cards that show fights, but it's definitely very, whatever's going on between these 3, it's very emotionally intense. So, all right. I hope that helps. No idea. I don't know. I'll draw some cards. I'm not a psychic. I'm a tarot card reader. But I will do the best I can with whatever the cards say. Okay. And Lena, I'll get to you right after this. Ha. Sabu or Subhadra, I would say probably not, because we do have the Lovers card here. It's right in the middle. But on one side of the Lovers card, we have the Six of Swords, which shows something like people in one of the more traditional cards. It shows a woman and a child leaving on a boat going across the river. And then this is the Prince of Swords, which shows, like, to me, this is a kind of a classic, like, cutting away, cutting off. So this could be cutting off contact, whoever this person is. But since the Six of Swords is on the other side of that Lover's card, I'm wondering if it's not necessarily a bad thing that they're not contacting you anymore. Like, you could be actually going to a much better place, as in, it'll be smoother sailing from here on out. It won't necessarily quite be as dramatic, you know? And even though, like, I don't know, if there could be heartache over not hearing from this person anymore, initially, I think that you're better off in the long run. Okay. Lena, yes. All right, love reading, please. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'll do this differently. Since it's a love reading, I'll do, unless, I should have asked if this was a, hold on just a moment. I gotta deal with some crap. Crappy peep. People eating up my feed. Okay, just making sure. Oh my goodness. Poachers. Okay. All right, Lena, you're full attention on you right now, and then I'll do Dr. Priya. Okay, so love reading. I don't know if this is for a specific relationship or love relationship, so, or like love in general. So I'm just going to treat it like it's general. If it were a relationship, I'd do one card for you, one card for the other person, and then a card in the middle. So let's just do general love and just see what comes up. Okay. Oh, we get this Lover's card again. Oh my God. Okay, so we have the Lover's card. Definitely love relationship. Sounds like you're already in a relationship. Then with the last reading of this same old Prince of Swords, like maybe there's a big fight, maybe somebody's cut off contact, maybe somebody's walked away. And then we have the Two of Swords, which is called peace, but I think it's more than that. It's more like, okay, there's quiet, but a decision needs to be made. It's just kind of sad that, like, normally these kind of go left to right in progression, like past and future, and they're kind of going on like more and lesser cards. Starts out with a major arcana, the Lovers, then move to the Prince of Swords, a court card, and then finishing out with a minor arcana, the Two of Swords. I'll draw one more card because I think this doesn't seem like it's a heartbreaking situation, but it definitely is intense mentally and mentally flustering. Again, this Six of Swords. Perhaps this will be smoother sailing from now on out, whatever decision ends up being made. So, alrighty. I hope that helps. Okay. Yes, I will certainly give you a relationship reading. Okay. What? Well, one card popped out. I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm going to do what I say, like one card for you, one card for the other person, and then a card for your relationship. And I'll read that other card that fell out separately. Okay. Well, there's a double card for you. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. I always get worried when somebody asks me about a relationship reading because it usually means things aren't good. But this is looking pretty good. The card for you is the Prince of Wands and the World or Universe. And the Prince is, you know, it's one of the court cards. It's almost like you're feeling like exhilarated that you feel like you got it all, and like the whole world is opened up to you and you're here and you finally found the thing. And this other person is like, this is the Two of Cups, is really into you. But it's kind of, this is kind of interesting between you. So your relationship is the Six of Wands, which is victory. So I don't know if one or both of you is the pursuing type, like likes the chase, likes to get together, but like also you both feel like you won. I mean, not everybody feels that way. Like some people be like, oh, well, I got him because I'm pretty awesome and he's just okay. Or, you know, one partner thinks the other, like that they're the prize. But I think you both think you're the prize, but also you think the other person's a prize too. So this feels, I don't know, it just feels like you won whatever happened, like you both won. All right, and this card off to the side. Ew. The card that fell out. Ew. Okay. And now it kind of colors this whole like pretty looking reading, because this is the Five of Cups. This is the disappointment reading, or disappointment card. It's the card of like spilled milk, but sometimes more than spilled milk. But spilled milk was my thought, because the guy is crying over the 3 cups that are spilled, but doesn't see that he still has 2 left. He's just focusing on what's lost. So perhaps there's been a lot of, and now this makes me think, because I did think, oh, well, like the Six of Wands, it kind of means like there could be some fights or arguments and everybody has to win. But I wasn't so sure. But now that I see this, it seems like that could be the case. But it doesn't have to be. And it also doesn't have to mean that the relationship is over, per se. Let me see. I'm going to draw one more. No, I think this is what you two bond over. Ace of Cups. Like, this is just what your connection is. Maybe you like to argue with each other. Some people do that. It's because it's always fun. This is the Ace of Wands. It's always fun to make up again. So, yeah, that's what I got for you. All right. Okay, I think that's, you're welcome. Okay, I'm going to delete all these other comments. So, not all these other, I got a troll that I had to block off of Facebook. Oh, it's just so annoying. Like, come on. To me, it's like, it's so much easier to just do readings for people off my own merit, like showing like, yes, I can do readings. I know tarot. I know what I'm doing. It's just so much easier than trying to, like, I feel like it would be so much work to just like go and find other tarot card readers and like try to poach their people. Like, come on, man. All right. Does anybody else want a reading from me? Okay. Well, now I'm just gonna, I'll wait a couple minutes because I know sometimes there's a delay between when folks post and when I see it. So, but also I'm going to talk about this weekend. This Saturday, I think it starts at 7 p.m., is the Central New York Wiccans and Pagans first annual, or first inaugural, they're calling it, Witches Ball, in which Back Porch Magic will be there. I'll be there reading, and Taryn and Mama Cat will be there selling wares. And I'm super excited because the theme is 1920s spiritualism. If some of you watch my other live videos, I've kind of talked about that a little bit, how I'm really excited to costume it. And guess what? I finally started my freaking costume. I mean, I only got like 4 days to finish it in, but I'm making much better progress than I thought. It's kind of like funny. Like, I've been sewing for 15-ish years now, and now I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of it. Kind of like I've been reading tarot for 20 years, and it only took me 15 years in to feel like I got the hang of it. It must be similar. So I'm excited, but I'm like also kind of scared that I'm going to get the dress together and it's just going to look stupid, which it will, because it's 1920s. And to be honest with you, 1920s fashion looks stupid on everybody, but it's gaudy and it's weird and it's fun. I'm just more worried about it like not fitting. But anyway, I doubt it, because all 1920s were just made with a potato sack that just kind of fits around your hips a little bit, just a little bit, and then sometimes not even. So yeah, Google 1920s fashion photographs. Do not bother with the line drawings. The line drawings are bullshit. They're beautiful, but that's not how people look. People look like a sack of freaking potatoes. Even if they were young, thin, and pretty, you looked like a sack of potatoes. It's just what the style was. It's kind of like, think about any of the fashion trends in your lifetime and think about the stuff that like you thought was stupid and but you still wore it. You don't think it's stupid to you know, to wear it at the time. It just seems stupid later. Anyway, oh, Kelly has a question. How do you schedule a 30-minute reading? Okay, so go to backporchmagic.com. You do not have to go to /donate. And I believe, I haven't been on the website in a while. I know there's a header that says like book a reading or readings through there. Or you can always like look at the family and select one of us that you want to read for you. But I think there's a tab. I haven't looked at the website in a while, and I'm not so good with like remembering specifically how websites look. There is a place on backporchmagic.com. Just don't go to the / donate part, because that'll just take you to the donation page. So you go on and you have your choice of either a general reading or a relationship reading. I mean, it's still the same amount of time. It's 30 minutes. The cost is the same. It's $25. And yeah, that's about it. So with as far as booking a reading, they're pretty much the same. I mean, as far as it's just I guess, you know, a relationship reading, then we know ahead of time that you want to focus on a relationship. I don't know. I didn't set up the oh, you're welcome. I didn't set up the protocol because for me it almost doesn't matter because I kind of do like intuitive layouts. But I guess for some folks, if they want to yeah, do something different with their setup. Like, who knows? Somebody might burn different incense beforehand or have something different or just get in the right mind frame. For me, it doesn't matter whether it's general or relationship. Yeah. Okay, folks. So it's funny. I was just having this thought. I am probably going to wrap this up because I said I'm still working on my costume. And actually in the hour I had between eating dinner and finishing up dinner and then doing this live, I actually worked on my dress a little bit more, and I'm really excited to go back to working on my dress. I hope I get to show it to you all when on Saturday night, I might do a sneaky little live real quick just to show you all what's up and how we're looking and maybe show the event. And yeah, so if I don't see you all on Saturday, have a happy Halloween. I'll probably wish you a happy Halloween anyway. And I'll probably see you next Tuesday unless otherwise noted. My mom is coming into town, you know, the old witch lady rolling into town after Halloween to hang out with her wayward 40-year-old daughter. You know, so who the hell knows? But I'll let you know ahead of time if I'm not able to do it. So again, have a wonderful and joyous, spooky Halloween, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.